Welcome to Hustle and Glow, the podcast where we keep it real, keep it fun, and keep you empowered.
We're your hosts, Lauren and Chloe, bringing you raw, unfiltered conversations about fitness, nutrition, wellness, motherhood, marriage, entrepreneurship, and all the things that make life beautifully messy.
Now we know life isn't always easy, but guess what? You're not alone. We all go through tough shit, but we refuse to let it drag us down.
So grab your coffee, wine, or protein shake, and let's glow through what we gotta go through together.
Right? Okay.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Hustle and Glow with Lauren and Chloe.
I love that!
Today we are going to talk about small steps, big wins. This is episode 2. So we're going to talk about the myth, all or nothing, right? Either you do it all or you have nothing. How fulfilling is your life, right? Are you accomplishing it all? So a lot of people think that you need to be at the end game already. You have to have it all accomplished, but it just really happens in fragments and stages and seasons, right?
Yeah.
I mean, thinking about where I am now, I'm so grateful, but it took me, I guess, 5 years of working on it to get here, and I didn't even know what I wanted yet.
You didn't even know what you were working on.
Yeah, you
right?
don't even know. It's like it evolves, it changes, your vision changes by who you associate yourself with, what inspires you. It could be a movie, it could be a book.
Your friends.
Yeah, your friends. Like my idea of success 5 years ago has changed so much. I always thought, just be a happy housewife. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Right.
Surely can't wait till I can retire and be a trophy wife. Surely.
Okay.
But until then, I'm really enjoying the journey of taking over Tampa with you.
Oh.
Taking over wherever I can.
Yeah.
Making an impact, a positive impact wherever I can. And I feel that who I associate myself with, makes a good or a bad impression on me and helps me grow and learn a lesson each time. Friendships, business relationships, there's always a season, a reason, or a lifetime, right?
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Yeah, I think to me, the thing with small steps and big wins is like so often people just move on to the next big thing or the next thing, right? So
Next goal.
they don't like celebrate their small accomplishments. And it's like you think that you have this goal in life and you get there, but by the time you get there, you already have another goal set. So you haven't ever, celebrated that small step or that small goal that you set for yourself. I also think that, we were talking a little bit earlier about, in my career, I've always felt like I have so much to accomplish. And I've always felt underappreciated at jobs because so often the people who I reported to or the people who I worked with didn't believe in celebrating the small wins or the small steps and it was like, okay, great. Like we hit that goal. What's next?
Right. That happens in life too. Like with dating.
Yes.
You're excited for the first date, then the first kiss.
Yeah.
Then when you're going steady, when you move in,
Yeah.
married, it's like stop and smell the roses, right? And I remember me and Steve like being 6 months in, and it was during COVID lockdown, like the first one.
Wow.
And I'm like, hey, we need to stop and appreciate this because there's people getting divorced.
Yeah.
Because this has brought to light what is wrong there. And they're choosing not to fix it. And we're choosing to, celebrate and appreciate what's going on here. We get to spend all this extra time to get to know each other.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I think that it's really easy in relationships to want to skip to the next step, and it's like hindsight, right? Hindsight is 2020.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so important that where you're at, because with career stuff too, with more responsibility, comes more stress.
Yes, for sure.
Appreciate this part in your career, right? I look back and some of the positions that were, had less responsibility. I'm like, oh, life was so simple then.
Mm-hmm. But at that time, you wanted something more.
Yes, you were hungry.
Right? Yeah.
That's what took on the momentum of the networking and the building, the scheming, and the planning. But I think that this is a great time in our lives, and I do find myself celebrating it. I think more with food and wine,
Yeah.
but
What's wrong with that?
that's how I typically tend to celebrate things. So, what's some other ways that we can celebrate some small wins?
Yeah, well, I mean, speaking of food, actually just yesterday I did a corporate wellness seminar on hydration, right? And it's something so simple. You think it's so simple in your mind, right? But for a lot of people, drinking water is a big deal.
Right.
And they're like, I don't drink water. I don't like water. I only drink sweet tea. I only drink soda. So we talked about, maybe each day you're adding a glass of water to your routine. Or maybe 1 week you add a glass of water. The second week you add 2 glasses of water. Before you know it, you're starting to enjoy the water, right? So taking those types of small steps and being able to, maybe after a month say, wow, I've been saying I don't like water, but now I'm drinking 32 ounces of water a day.
Right. And it all starts with getting one of these insulated cups.
Yes.
Like, I feel like all the people I know, like in my friend, circle.
Yeah.
And Steve, too. We all have our, drink cups. We hold on to them for years unless they get lost.
When did you start doing that, though? When did you start, the water?
Definitely when I met Steve. Before, I didn't hydrate as much as I think it's because I didn't work out as much, right? And so one kind of goes with the other. But he always carried around this big old, banged up thing, and he's had it up until recently. He's had it for 8 years. Wow. It's funny. It's like an extension of him. And then I don't know if he lost it, but we got him a new one. But yeah, I mean, it's almost like a signature thing that you carry around with you.
I think I was an early starter for this, honestly. My second job, this is 2007, right? And I really admired one of my coworkers. She's such a strong woman, and I'm still in touch with her now, and it's just it's a blessing to have met someone who impacted me in especially in the health and fitness realm that at that point in time, because I feel like in the early 2000s, people weren't as attuned to health and wellness as they are now. But anyway, she was really big on drinking water all day long. She would bring fresh lemons, and she would cut up fresh lemons, squeeze the fresh lemons into her water all throughout the day. And she also practiced Strive for 5. So every day she strove to either run or walk 5 miles a day. Wow. So she would run every morning before work and then come into work. Or if she didn't get that run in, where we worked, she could walk from our office over the Ben Franklin Bridge to New Jersey, turn around, and come back to Philadelphia.
That's a really good habit.
Yeah, and that was, I think that was 3 miles right there for her that she could do that, and she would do that at lunchtime. And so she kind of, made an impact on me about, drinking water, make sure you stay hydrated. It's all part of a healthy lifestyle. And I've been doing it ever since then. I used to do the fresh lemon a lot, but I think I'm just lazy now. I just drink straight up water.
I go through my phases, and then phases where the Mio, right, or the Propel. But the kids are so set up to have this good habit nowadays, too. When we were in school, nobody had these special water bottles, right?
No. Let me tell a real quick story from when I was in high school, because actually my girlfriend group, we did drink water. But we would just bring like a regular water bottle, like from a case of water, and then just fill that up in the water fountain, and that was like, but still, I mean, we were staying hydrated and stuff like that. But my one girlfriend, she got really really sick to like in her stomach, and she ended up going to the doctor, and here she had bacteria in her stomach because she kept that one water bottle for so long and kept reusing it. I know, so gross. But lesson learned, and then none of us ever did that then.
Hey, it's better than what we did with water bottles in high school, which was we filled them up with vodka.
I had a friend that did that too.
I only did that one time. In fact, it was my junior year. I had some vodka at lunchtime, and then I went back, took my French test, turned it in, and vomited in the
oh
classroom.
Oh my gosh, how'd you do on the test?
I made a B.
Oh, okay.
Je parle français. Comme ci, comme ça.
Nice.
Yeah, so I do think that the kids are lucky. Like when I was little, it was juice boxes and going to the water fountain, and now I see all these kids just like us with their miniature versions of the water bottles.
I know.
It's really cute.
I know. That's actually why I got the Stanley Cup that I have now, because my niece, who is 8 years old, asked for a Stanley Cup for Christmas or for her birthday last year or something. Yeah. I forget. And I was like, oh, yeah, I like that. So I got her one, and then I got myself one.
She's 8, right?
Yeah.
So I guess that's a good age. Brayden, she likes whatever in trend, right? And she obviously wants an insulated bottle, and she's pointing out at the Stanleys. I'm like, no, girl, we're going to Marshall's for yours, because she loses them left and right.
Of course.
I've bought her special ones like that, like not a lot because I know better, but like $15, and she loses it the next day at school. I'm like, you're going to run out, and then you just have your plastic ones that don't keep cool. So this is an accountability exercise.
It's so funny because I teach Zumba at a rec center by my house on Wednesday nights, and every time I walk into the rec center, they have a table, because they have an after-school program, before-school program, so there's all these kids all the time at the rec center, but they have this table right in the front as soon as you walk in, and it has so much crap on it. It's like the lost and found. And it's like, did you lose this? These kids lose everything. But they do. I mean, it's crazy how kids are like so what's the word? Materialistic nowadays. I guess we were too, though. I know I was. I didn't get what I wanted.
I think the kids now are way more consumer driven than,
because there's so much they're exposed so much more.
Yes, there's more advertising. Brayden calls out marketing, though. She'll say that's marketing.
And how old is she?
7 in next month.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty smart, right?
Yeah.
Like for example, Jiffy Lube. They're like, Take 5. We'll change your oil in 5 minutes and you'll be out. She saw the commercial for that. She goes, Mom, does it really take 5 minutes? I said, no, I wish. It's maybe like 10, 15 minutes. She goes, that's marketing.
I love it. But I think she might have learned that from you.
She did. And, she is one of those who is a consumer too. Like, she loves her stuffed animals, and she just wants to collect more of them. And I'm like, you've got to purge 10 before we get another one.
Right.
But then I grow attached to it.
Yeah.
So.
Aww.
It's tough.
So what is in regards to Brayden, what is small step, big win type of thing that you would say in regards to her?
Well, it's kind of fitting because Mother's Day is coming up. I actually got the call on Mother's Day that she was going to be coming to live with me and Steve. So for our listeners, Brayden is actually my stepdaughter from my husband's first marriage. So Brayden's grandmother gave us a call on Mother's Day a couple months after we got married, telling us the situation that she has to bring her to us. And it was just a couple days before her 3rd birthday, which is May 17th. So
Wait, she has the same birthday as my husband.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know. Maybe we've talked about this before, but I don't
I
know.
think we
Anyway.
did. Yeah. Well, anyway, so she moves in with us. Fast forward to 1 year later on Mother's Day. I take her to a little Mother's Day party at her VPK, and she just starts calling me mom like that
Aw.
on Mother's Day. So I think that the fact that she felt safe to do that, she
Mhm.
trusted me, and I never asked her to do that.
Mhm.
I think that her accepting me as her mom
Mhm.
is a huge win, not a
Yeah.
small win.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a special holiday for me coming up. It's next week, as you know. So, what about for you? What's a small win for you that you are celebrating these days? I feel like you've got some really big ones
I do
too.
have some big things coming up. I think well, okay, so small steps to me are like, little things that but you still can celebrate them. So, like the other day I was like, "Oh, I washed my hair today." Like that's a
Hmm.
small step, but it still like made me feel really good and I
It's
still
so much effort
celebrated
with all
it.
that hair, I know.
Oh my gosh, this hair, it's just too much. My husband's like, "Your hair is everywhere, Lauren.
It's like a
It's
lioness
everywhere."
mane.
Yeah.
But
But
lionesses don't have manes, but you know what I mean. A lion's mane on a female.
but some big wins that I'm celebrating coming up would be that last September 1st, I decided to go out on my own for my company. I actually have two companies. I have a fitness company and I have a marketing company that I do, freelance marketing. I build websites and things like that. But it's been almost 8 months now that I've been doing this, and I'm very proud of where I've come. It's to the point now where I'm needing to tell people, no,
Mhm.
or I can't handle that right now. Need to,
Mhm.
maybe let's revisit that in a month or two. That's on the marketing side. On the fitness side, I'm celebrating bringing on some new clients onto my
Mhm.
fitness platform and also entering into different parts of fitness that um, I didn't envision myself. So, for example, tomorrow will be my second class. I'm teaching at a assisted living facility, and I never thought I would do that because I'm such a high strung person, and I'm like,
Mhm.
I can't sit still to begin with. Like, this is taking everything out of me to just sit here. But when I went the first time and I taught these people, it was just so fulfilling. And of course, it's not really fitness, but it's more like I
They
just
need
brought
it.
them happiness. I put together an oldies playlist and we just sang along and we moved our arms and we moved our legs and we just had the best time. So that was something that I really celebrated, something that I was really nervous about and I wasn't sure if I would be good at it, but I loved it and they seem to really like me, so I'm excited to go back tomorrow.
Of course they love you. I going back to the habits conversation, I feel like in order to, get these wins and achievements, things to be proud of as a business owner, because I'm also self-employed like you,
Mm,
um, we have to instill those good practices for
mm,
ourselves to be successful, right?
yeah.
Like we have to stay on top of our emails and like
Oh my goodness.
keep our office space tidy,
Yeah.
right? Because if what our space is going to reflect what's in our mind.
Mm-hmm.
That happens to me a lot. In fact, my New Year's resolution was actually a word. My friend Albert came up with this idea. Like, what is your word, your theme for the
Yeah.
year? And mine was tidy
Okay.
because I am really bad about clutter.
Mm.
Like I just throw things and like
Oh,
oh
really?
yeah, like I'm tidy surface level, but then I have like my piles
Mm-hmm.
or my car. You don't want to look in the trunk. There's not a body of swear, but like I have things I need to hang up,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So my intention for this year was to be more tidy so I could create a more, organized space for me to work and think and,
Mm-hmm.
create.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that's a good word for me. Did you have do you have like a theme word that you wanted to practice more this year?
So I didn't have a New Year's resolution theme word, but I will tell you one now, and I think that mine would be structure. And I did start it in the beginning of the year, maybe at the end of last year even, but I just felt like I needed to have more structure, especially working on my own and juggling all of these different clients on my own. So I put things, I bought myself a whiteboard, I bought myself a journal, I, created a daily to-do list and then a weekly to-do list, and that goes back to celebrating the small wins too, right? Like the small steps and the big wins is when you cross off those things off your to-do list, I'm like, yes, girl, yes, girl, yes, girl. So on the whiteboard, that's the weekly, and then on my journal, that's usually my daily and how I track my time. That was another thing I needed to start doing, was tracking how much time I was spending on things.
I need to do that too.
Sometimes at the end of the day, I would be like, I've accomplished nothing, which isn't true. Of course, I didn't accomplish nothing, but I felt as if I accomplished nothing. And I've been sitting here all day and I've been working, but what the hell have I been doing? You know what I mean? So tracking, what I'm spending my time on. My next step, what I need to start tracking on, is what I'm spending my money on. And also the money I have coming.
I don't want to talk about la.
But also the money I have coming in, because I have so many different clients and my hands in so many different projects that I'm not necessarily particularly tracking the money I have coming in every month. I mean, I know I'm making enough to pay my bills and have enough to live the life that I want to live, but I should be tracking that, right?
It's an extra to do to organize it.
Yeah.
What's your strategy going to be? Are you going to have all your stuff go into one account and then you tally it up later?
Well, no, I do have a business account, but I think one of my friends, Laura Weiner-Kaiser, who I cherish and love so much, she shared with me what she uses, which is a spreadsheet, Google Sheet tracking document. And so I asked her if she could just, clear it blank slate and just give me the outline of it. So that's something that I need to start. Today is May 1st. It's a new month. Every new month, I try to set a goal for myself of like, here's what I'm going to do to move forward in my business, right? So this month, number one, I have some projects that I need to complete that have kind of been lingering and hanging because I've been traveling so much. But number two, I need to get my finances in order, and not to the point where like I'm not like, oh my God, I don't know where my money's going. It's more like I said, tracking what's coming in.
Find what is bringing you the most too. So later when you have to cut some fat, you know where to go.
Yeah. I like that, cutting fat. That's it. I mean, I'm just going to bring it back to nutrition again, because both of us are really rooted in nutrition and fitness and cooking and eating and all of the good things. But the small steps with nutrition is so important too. I think so often people will like fuck up one day and like eat a whole pizza or whatever, and then they're like are like, oh, I've lost it. But it's like, no, if you take every single day and celebrate what acknowledge what you have done for your life, what you have given to your body, how have you fed your soul, right? And I like to, like, in the morning when I wake up, I open my eyes and it's not a prayer, it's an affirmation, I would say, and I think about 3 things that I'm grateful for.
Well, that's really good that you keep that up.
Yeah. I try.
There's a grateful journal that a friend of mine gave to me a few years ago as part of my birthday present, and initially when she gave it to me, I thought, is she calling me out for complaining too much? But I remember, I think it was the first year that I had Brayden. And her and I would do it together.
That's so
and
cute.
I would write too, and she would tell me too to write for her.
Yeah.
And we eventually stopped. We got busy. We got out of it. We did do it for a while. Now I want to bring that back, and I also would love to bring it on the show and read sometime. That would be cute to, read all the funny things that we were grateful for, and it's just little things too. But I think I stopped because she was really young. Like I said, she was 3, and some of hers were starting to get repetitive. Like,
What's like some of the
okay.
things she was grateful for? Like, thank you for the pork chops last night.
Yeah, it was always like related to something like that. But she would say some really sweet things. She's very endearing. She's very emotionally intelligent.
Yeah.
And she speaks her heart. So I'm excited to find that book and read it.
It's such a great way to document your first year with her too.
Yeah, that's a
honestly. I mean, just be grateful for that you had a friend that had that foresight for you, and that you took it on. You know?
Yeah. I actually have a friend. I used to nanny for her. She had a book. She wrote down anytime the kids said something ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like they said something about a dream, or they just, had a hot take on reality, and it's just like completely out of whack. Can say the damnedest things.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I wish I would have done something like that. But I feel like at this point, it's video that captures all of that too. So, social media, I think I use it in a good sense where I use it as like almost like a photo book to reminisce on, because I do go back. But I always laugh at those people at concerts that are like videoing the whole concert.
And what are you going to do with that?
Are you going to watch it later?
Oh my God.
You're just putting the phone up in my face.
I know, you're just wasting your battery. Your phone's in my face. But I also don't like when you go to a concert and they confiscate your phone. Have you ever been to a concert like that?
No.
Yeah. Well, the only
which
time it
concert?
ever happened to me was Mike and I actually saw Dave Chappelle on New Year's Eve, right before COVID. So it was 2019 New Year's Eve. And when we went in, we had to give them our phone.
Oh, well, yeah. For a comedian, they will do that.
Yeah. And then Tool, the band Tool, does it. So
No way.
Well, I don't know if they still are doing it, but Mike had his phone taken away when he went to go see them.
I'm not surprised. Maynard is,
Yeah.
a little different like that.
So we're going to see Metallica in June. I hope they don't do it there.
It's possible.
We'll see. We'll see.
You gotta wear a nanny cam on your, or just be in the moment, like it's 1970.
I know. Well, that's the thing is, honestly, like, I feel like with photography and video, it's more just like Mike and I will take selfies just to document like we were here.
That's true. I like doing that.
Or like if we love dressing up and like wearing costumes or like wearing things that are themed for where we're going. So
your Halloween costume was awesome. That slapped.
No, but even this Saturday we're going to, it's a fundraiser for American Cancer Society, but it's a party for the Kentucky Derby too. And we got the most ridiculous Derby outfits. I'm so excited to take pictures.
I am excited for you. I wish Steve liked to dress up like that, because I do like to dress up.
It's fun. Well, you can always join Mike and I on the dress up thing.
Thank you.
And Steve can just be Steve.
Yeah. He will. It's just, Mike is like into it.
Oh, he's so into it. Sometimes he's more into it than me.
Huh.
But yeah, I actually said to him the other day, I was like, okay, it's about to be May. It's time to start thinking about Halloween outfits. Like, we're 5 months out. We have to. And he's like, how are you ever going to top Hulk Hogan? And I was like, quite honestly, I do not know. But I'm up for the challenge. I've already been Britney Spears. I can't do that.
Ooh.
So we got to think about it.
I think Braden wants to do Harry Potter themed this year. Should be fun.
And you guys do it all together, right? Like you'll all be...
Like this year, I was Queen of Hearts. This is my second year in a row. I make it a sexy Queen of Hearts, though. Of
course.
And she was a Cheshire Cat. I made Steve the Mad Hatter, and I did like purple eyeshadow under here. It was great. He looked very deranged.
But he didn't like it. He was like, I'll go with it.
He went with it because it's just like neighborhood stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, well, listen. We're coming up on the end of our episode.
Mm-hmm.
I have a personal request of viewers. If you have an idea for a Halloween outfit for me, a Halloween costume. My husband and I, we don't care about being a couple's costume, but that would be cool. But if you have a unique Halloween costume idea, I want to hear about it. So put it in the comments, or you can, DM it to me.
Or if you want to think of a Halloween costume for me, Braden, and Steve, then, so we like doing things that are kind of kid-centric, like, fairy tales or kids' movies. I'm sure Steve would love to do The Incredibles.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Maybe next year, because I think you're doing Harry Potter this year.
Yeah.
But okay, well, this has been great talking about, different ways to celebrate our small steps and
Yes.
big wins and what that comes to.
Habits, good habits,
Yeah.
being successful. So, yeah, we will see you next time, fam. Have a great day.
Bye.
See ya.
That's a wrap on this episode of Hustle and Glow. If you love what you heard, make sure to hit subscribe, leave us a review, and share this episode with the women that you love.
And don't forget to connect with us on Instagram. We love hearing your stories, questions, and wins. You can find our Instagram handles in the information.
Now, keep hustling, keep glowing, and remember, you are strong, you are capable, and you are never alone.
Until next time, stay fierce and fabulous.